Good afternoon. I'd like to start by welcoming, on behalf of Amy and David, all family members and the guests and friends of both families. Some of you have travelled a long way to be here today, but whether your journey was hundreds of miles or just a few, we thank you all for being here to share this special day. It seems that weddings in the Keane family are a bit like London buses. You don't see one for ages, then along come two. It's the second successive year that I have performed this task. So, I am now available to any needy fathers at a price. In my new profession of gardener, decorator, babysitter, general dog's body, holiday maker, and
gigolo
sun worshipper, I have begun to lose contact with my educational roots. However, sadly for you, I like to treat both daughters the same. So again today, we will start the timetable with a history lesson. On this special day, some of you may have been around in AD 79. Because in AD 79, Mount Vesuvius erupted, destroying Pompeii and Herculaneum. Remember that? Perhaps more might remember that in 1875, Royal Navy Captain Matthew Webb became the first man to swim the English Channel in 21 hours and 45 minutes. But even I was around in 1990 when Brian Keenan was released by Islamic kidnappers after 52 months in captivity. What a special day. Anyone's birthday today? Yes? Yeah. Many happy returns. It's Brenda, isn't it? Well, many happy returns, Brenda. Well, today you share a birthday with Rupert Grint, Ron Weasley in Harry Potter. He is 19, Brenda.
Just like you.
Steve Guttenberg of Police Academy fame is 49 today. I'll be wandering amongst you later this evening and testing your recall of these important facts. Now to the serious stuff. I'd like to thank Amy, David, Joe, Lynn, Sarah, Lucy for the tremendous amount of time and effort they have put in to get us here today. I think they should be congratulated for what they have done. Thank you. Amy and David, like Lucy and Ian, had a bit of an issue with the seating plan because they couldn't decide who to put where. As father of the bride, I offered to step in and help work something out. Last year, we seated people according to the size of their presents. Remember Glenn and Frankie, who sat at the back? Well, they tried again. A similar gift, a pair of marigold rubber gloves. With some daughters, this works. With others, it doesn't.
Two of those.
However, Amy, I am reliably informed that this present was worthy of a seat in the front.
It's an apron.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, back. As an aside, for those who don't realise, we named the tables after Sheffield Wednesday greats. Phil Lines, a supporter of the unmentionables, please take note. Right, what about Amy?
This one's Norwich City.
What about Amy? The bride Amy. What can you say about her? Any others? Ian? Well, no. Born May the 16th, 1974. Ginger. Or was it black? Or was it blonde? We never fed her enough in those early years. At school, as well as eating school dinners, she ate furniture, drawing pins, a very varied appetite. She took part in lots of activities both in and out of school. Swimming. Amy could never understand why Lucy, who got to swim at Nottingham, Derby, Leeds, Crystal Palace, while she swam at Bircham Newton, a place in the middle of North Norfolk. Here you are, Ian. School photographs. I'm sure Ian has brought a picture of Amy and Lucy to share with you. Something to do with the glasses that Amy is wearing. I think those pictures might be somewhere, Amy, around for people to have a look at. A foreign exchange friend from her Cossey High School days, Ina, from Germany, who is with us today with her mum and dad. Welcome and a special thank you for coming. What about the goth period? Emos in today's speak, when everything centred around hair and makeup, the hours spent on these tasks. Like all families, we've had our ups and downs. Thankfully, a lot more ups than downs. I was highly embarrassed the day I went to a sixth form parents' evening at Helsdon High School to find that Amy was rarely in lessons. You can imagine the atmosphere at Four Horseshoe Close later that evening. Our frustrations with Amy centred around her having ability but not using it. I'm very grateful for an accountant in Norwich who told her that she was wasting her time and ability working there. A real turning point. Since entering the world of nursing, Amy has not looked back. And now we have a girl who couldn't be bothered working towards a master's degree. Well done, Amy. But Mum, the essay proofreader, says that you do waffle a lot.
Always waffle till I have my feet.
Yeah.
I think in her chosen profession, we see the real Amy. Caring, thoughtful and energetic. And just as an aside, there are not many daughters who, when going on holiday with her friend Sarah, invite her father along. Thank you. But the idea that we would be partying late into the night didn't happen. The youngsters couldn't stand the pace. David.
Thank you.
What about the bridegroom?
What about it?
I have to be careful here about what I say. No doubt David will have certain points that he wishes to make comment about. Please don't always believe what he may say. I'm a little worried about this marriage. I have been fortunate to be involved in numerous holidays that David and Amy have taken. The more I get to know David, the more I can see myself. Worrying or what? Some say that daughters select a partner like their father. So, David.
There's no bad thing for
We have a gift for you, David. Carried by young James over here. For taking Amy off our hands.
Two
Hey, you're
camels.
going to give it to David.
Reach up here, mate. Oh, thank you.
In fact, there are two gifts there for you. Thank you, James. Yes, please.
Which one first? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't
Curious.
Hurry up.
Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Barnes, in the audience. Was it not?
It's Mr. Plume.
Mr. Plume.
It's to do with this centre here. And a certain group of us developed a liking for prawns when we were away on our stag weekend.
Where's Chris?
He's hiding over here. And the second gift.
Is it more embarrassing than the first?
No, not at all.
All right, just checking. Some prawn cocktail crisps. I thank you, Chris.
Please, David, make sure that they're shared amongst the fellow prawn.
I will.
Where's the prawn?
David, you're just what Amy has been looking for. Rich,
He was.
and able to stand back and not interrupt her talking.
I've learned from you, Phil.
And her spending on prawns and a season ticket. There are not many son-in-laws who are kind enough to take their mother-in-laws shopping whilst daughter and father watch football. The only trouble is, it usually costs me in the end. It really is a pleasure, David, to have you as part of the family. Also, young Luke, Joan and Francis. It's traditional at a wedding for the bride's father to give newly married couples some advice. And this wedding is no different. My advice to you both is this. You pass this way but once. Live your life the way you want to live it, not the way others want you to live it, or in the way that you think others want you to live it in. David, you will probably agree that a phrase like mother, like daughter is also very apt. So I can think of nothing better than to share the philosophy and teamwork that Joe and I have adopted over 38 years. I wear the trousers in the relationship, but Joe tells me which ones to wear. Maybe something like that might work, David.
Perfectly.
Marriage in this day and age is far from easy. With all the external pressures of day-to-day life, you need to grow together in mutual trust and understanding, whilst not forgetting what first brought you together. In other words, may your love be modern enough to survive the times, yet old-fashioned enough to last forever. Success in marriage is more than finding the right person, it is being the right person. It now gives me great pleasure to propose a toast to the long life together and the happiness of Amy and David. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and the groom.
You ready?
Thank you.
Give us space.
doing. Take the